Ah. OBS, why did you change it to the default device? Didn't even matter that it was muted the entire time. It changed to the default device, which does shit. It does jack shit. It does jack shit. This is a disaster. Oh god. Okay. Right. So when I first started this game, the screen wouldn't update. So it was just me. How long have you been streaming before it came? About 20 minutes. And yeah, so when I first started the game, it wasn't updating on OBS, and I didn't realize until like 5 minutes later, and I was like, oh, okay, I should probably fix that. And I fixed it, and it was fixed for a little bit. And then I noticed, oh, it's not updating anymore. Hide the thing, unhide it, and then it worked again, I guess. And now I find out, that OBS switched the default device! Ah! Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Oh, God. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Man, I should just start this thing over. I should just start it over. I should just go back to the beginning. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, not exit the game. Exit. I thought I'd gone deaf from the stream I just left. Ah. Was it a loud one? Yeah, returning to the main. Yeah. The stream I was in earlier was a prop hunt collab, so a lot of screaming. Gotcha. Was it that Left 4 Dead one? Well, it must have been a pretty exciting one, I think. I like to hear the sounds of the waves crashing on the beach. The water is traveling from a world away just to visit our shores. The gentle, distant roar is almost like a greeting. Hello, says the ocean, coming in like a fanfare. Goodbye, it whispers, as it leaves to continue its journey. There's no one but me on the beach today, which is surprising. Most afternoons, the old-timers come to go fishing off the pier, and usually you can see other kids here with their buckets, collecting crabs and seashells. I've never been very lucky with those. Coffee. All I ever find are broken scallops, and the one time I tried to catch a crab, it pinched my thumb so hard I could still feel it the next day. Usually when the ocean says hello, it's in the form of a 50-meter wave. Is that a usual thing? I feel like that might not be a usual thing. Usually when the ocean says hello, it's a 50-meter wave. I think that's the ocean saying, hey, catch this, motherfuckers. Yeah, that's I know what you mean. The sand feels nice between my toes. I still don't understand why you can't just wear sandals to school. It would be so much easier to catch them off and run into the waves when the last bell rings. Back home, we never had to wear a uniform to school. Well, I'll be taking these real quick as the wave swallows everything on land. Well, I keep forgetting. This is my home now. It's already been 2 years since we moved here. By now, you'd think I wouldn't keep forgetting where I live. Sometimes I wonder if the waves know how I feel. They only come to visit, but they never stay long. I'll have to ask them about it sometime later, though. The sun already looks like it's getting ready to set. I've got a lot of chores to finish before dinner. I run up the slope to where the pavement meets the beach, and kick out the sand off my feet before I put them back into my loafers. Amarina is an old city built hundreds of years ago on the sea coast. Tourists like to come here for the food and scenery, and especially the unusual transportation. Because the town was built so close to the water and at such slow elevation, it isn't suitable for regular buildings and roads. The whole city is built up on small islands, and instead of streets, we have canals. Sometimes you see delivery people or police driving around on motorbikes, but most people ride bikes or walk to get around, since there are no cars. If you can't walk around, though, or you have to get somewhere fast, the only choice is to travel by boat. There aren't any boats out on the canal next to my usual path right now, but it's a narrow lane that only small vessels can get through. When it's quiet like this, I like to just walk and listen to the sound of my feet on the bricks. Tip, tap, tip, tap. It's like the whole city's taking an afternoon siesta, and I'm the only one who's awake. Woo! Huh? And this is our protagonist, guys! Maybe it's my imagination, but I thought I heard a dog bark. I look up at the buildings, but even in the open windows, I don't see anything, so I just keep walking. Woo woo! There it is again. The sound gets louder as I pass by a certain alleyway, where some people like to dump their garbage. I peek my head into it. In the pile of trash, there's something fluffy and white digging around. It almost looks like a big rat. Hello? The maybe rat jumps up and looks at me. Woo! Oh. The maybe rat turns out to be a little dog. It has no collar and a lot of dirt in its fur, so much that the white is almost gray. I can see mud around its white little paws. The dog stares at me and I stare back. I start to back away a little, in case it wants to bite me. But soon, it starts wagging its tail. Woo! Here, puppy. I crouch down low to the ground and reach my hand out to it. The dog comes up and sniffs my hand, and it runs away. Oh wait, come back! I chase after it, but it runs down to the end of the alley and slips through the bars of an iron gate. Puppy. I try to fit through the bars and go after it, but even if I turn my body sideways, the opening is too narrow and I might get stuck. I can only fit my head through enough to see the back alleyway that it connects to, but the dog is already gone. Poor little puppy. It must have been really hungry to go digging through the garbage like that. I hope it can find somewhere safe to go. Do I still... Oh yeah, I do. Water. Water. I want to stay and sit and wait to see if it comes back out. But if I take too much more time, I won't have time to help my mom before dinner. It's just me and her in the house, and sometimes she spends the whole day in her workshop if she's not out at the studio. Gotta make sure the kitchen's all cleaned up. I hurry down the lane. A man who works in the cafe next to the school paddles by in his little boat and stops to wave at me. I wave back. As soon as he passes, the street is quiet again. Woof! I almost trip over my feet. There's that sound again. This time it's much quieter. I look around, but I don't see the puppy anywhere. Woo woo! Like magic, the fluffy white dog appears in front of me again, peeking out from behind a set of house stairs. I can see just enough to know its tail is wagging. Oh, I gotta be careful. It's gonna run away again. Here, puppy. I take one step closer, but the puppy already looks like it's going to make a run for it. The strap of my school bag rubs on my shoulder. That's when I remember my lunch. Oh god, why's my nose so stuffy today? Jeez. I'm not going to be in any sort of condition to have to watch long. The crusts. I love the sandwiches my mom makes, but I hate the ends of the bread. Oh, there we go. I love the sandwiches my mom makes, but I hate the ends of the bread. They're so chewy it takes forever to eat them, and they always taste burnt. I would just throw them away, but my mom says it's a waste of food, so I always just save them to feed them to the birds later. I have to keep an eye on the puppy to make sure it doesn't run away while I open up my bag and find my lunchbox. The puppy sniffs at the air, then looks at me with its tongue out and happy eyes. Okay, here you go. I throw out a piece of crust. It lands right in front of the dog. The dog sniffs at it and eats it up in one bite. Good dog. The dog gives me a happy look. I hold out my hand to see if it will come closer, but it just keeps sniffing the ground for more scraps. I toss out another piece of crust halfway between us, and this time it bounds happily to the hard bread and eats it up. I praise the puppy again, and throw a couple more on the ground, even closer to me. Good dog. Come here. The puppy eats them up. 1, 2, and then it jumps up to grab the last piece still in my hand. Gotcha. Whew. I wrap my arms around it so it can't get away, but it doesn't try to. It barks again and licks my face. Stop that. I shift my bag up on my shoulder and start walking again. The puppy stays happily in my arms the whole way home. Our house is a little one in the quiet part of town. It's not too big, but it's just comfortable for me and my mom. Mama? Ooh. I push in through the front door and call out to her, but I don't hear anything back. Maybe she's still out at the studio. After I close the gate, I put the puppy down on the ground. It jumps and bounces around at my feet, barking with that cute little bark. Woo 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 woo. This way, puppy. When I go out the back of the house, I hear the furnace firing up from the workshop. Foom, foom. Oh, Mama's home. My mom works as a glassblower. She makes glass cups and plates and fancy stuff like that for hotels and other places to use. She works on her own sometimes, but usually during the day she catches the water bus over to Monte, which is a little island just to the east of Marina. Lots of famous glassblowers work there, and my mom is learning from the best of them. That's why we moved here. She thinks that she still has a lot to learn, but I think she's already one of the best. I like the plates and stuff she makes, but what I love the best are the ones that she doesn't have to make for anybody but herself. When she's just doing stuff for fun, she makes lions and birds and dragons and fish and creatures that don't even have names. And sometimes she just makes shapes. Hanging up in the window of the workshop is a big pretty rainbow colored spiral that twirls when it's windy. Sometimes I just sit and watch it turn. It's like a flag waving outside a fairy palace, or a staircase that goes up to a tiny crystal world. Mama doesn't notice me when I wave at her through the open doorway. She's holding a long pipe into the furnace and tapping her foot to count. I still don't know everything about what she does, but she always works this way. There she is. When she reaches the number she's looking for, she pulls the pipe out of the fire. The glob of melted glass spins through the air like a tiny sun, moving through the sky. As soon as that sun sets, Mama holds that long pipe down to the ground and blows into it. The glass sun starts to grow. Then, just like that, she picks up a pair of tongs to work the glass and make it into a brand new shape. I never know what shape it's going to end up as at the end, so it's like a little show every time. It's like she's lost in her own crystal world. Ooh! Huh? I got so caught up in watching that I forgot all about the puppy. It was right by my feet, but suddenly it's gone. Ooh woo! Ooh woo! Oh, hello? I rush into the studio. The puppy is barking and jumping around Mama's legs. Puppy, come back here! There you are, my Chilena. Welcome home. Is this your friend? Here, puppy. I crouch down and hold my arms out wide. The puppy runs back and jumps into my arms. I grab it tight. Sorry, Mama. Oh, the little doggy likes you. Where did you find it? It was digging in some trash. I think it's hungry. She starts moving the pipe back near the furnace so the glass doesn't get cold too fast. Poor thing. We better get it some food. Does Puppy have a name? There wasn't a collar. I wonder if it's a stray. But a dog like that doesn't look like it could care for itself for very long. Is it a boy or a girl? I held the puppy up to look at its hind legs. Oh, she's a girl. I think she'll be an even prettier girl if she's all cleaned up. You should get the watch tub from the attic. Does that mean I can keep her? Well, I don't know about keeping Cello. We don't know if she belongs to somebody. But she didn't have a collar. Mama laughs. Dogs are very mischievous sometimes. They're masters of escape, and to them, running is just a game. You always thought so when you were small, my Chelina. Once you started running, I could never catch you until you got tired or fell down. I think your little friend might be the same. Oh. But for now, you can keep her. If you promise me you'll find and blah blah blah. If you promise you'll try to find out if she belongs to someone else. Does that sound fair? That's fair. I'll go make some posters later. I can put them on the walls. That's a very good idea. I'm gonna name her, just for now. I'm gonna call her... We're gonna start with this. Cello? That could get pretty confusing. Maybe not. Celeste? That could get pretty confusing. Maybe not. Pippa? I don't really know if that suits her. I think I know a better one. Armand? I don't really know if that suits her. I think I know a better one. And then the name we went with. Ahriman. That dog is now my incarnation. Thank you very much. Even though I am possessing Cello. Actually, that's pretty confusing. I don't. What should I name her? Oh damn it! Let me do it. Oh well, I actually saved the first time. So now, oh god, okay. Stretchy, stretchy, stretch. Cerulean. Cerulean, huh? I think that suits her. No, I had a better idea. Load this. Yes. Aqua. Aqua, huh? I think that suits her. Rolls off the tongue better than Cerulean. Now, go ahead and wash her up, and then wash yourself up for dinner. Oh wait, I didn't go clean up the kitchen. Mama shakes her head. It's okay. Signorina Alessa stopped by today to help out after work. She said Nonna Sophia insisted as thanks for all the help you gave her the other day. Ooh, Signorina. Why are you being so formal, Mama? Mama smiles and blushes. You're so mean to me, Cello. She's my mentor. I have to be polite. She couldn't stay for dinner? No, she had to go help out Nonna Sophia. You know she can't cook for herself anymore. Oh. Well, we should go have dinner with them sometime. Mama's face gets even redder. Maybe sometime. I'll ask her about it later. Now you stop embarrassing me, silly girl. Uh-oh. Mama and Alessa sitting in a tree. Kissing. Now go wash up little Aqua, and check on the stew for me while you're in there. Okay, let's go, puppy. Woo! I run back out of the workshop and into the house. Aqua follows behind. I hope we can have dinner with Miss Alessa someday. It's nice to see Mama looking so happy, and it's just been the two of us for so long. It would be fun to have someone else in the house. At least I've got you now, Aqua. Woo! Oh, it's the next day. Alright, Mama, I'll see you later. I run outside of my house. It isn't far to school, but I don't want to be late. Aqua comes running and barking after me. No, puppy, you can't come to school with me. I wish you could, but there's no uniforms and dog sizes. I close the gate behind me. Aqua yips angrily. It's only been 2 days that she's been with us, but it's already like she's been here forever. It's sad to have her leave when we're just starting to be real friends, but I don't see the teacher will be happy if I bring a dog to class. The packet full of posters I drew up last night flutters in my arms. Oh! Oh, are those numbers? What? AE. she's a little artist. It reads, found, white dog, and our phone number. 043-8860-57-AE. I don't know what the AE is. I tried to draw a picture of Aqua too, but I don't think it's very good. As I run down the street, I tape the poster strips to walls and lampposts along the way. I don't know where the puppy came from, but maybe someone will. I kind of don't want anybody to call about her. It's been a long time since I've had a pet. Coffee. We had an old dog before, when we lived at the farmhouse, but he got really old and sick, and Mama had to take him to the vet. I didn't see him again after that. I still miss him sometimes. I try not to think about it too much, or I'll get sad again. I hear the warning bell ringing at the school when I get nearby, so I stuff the papers in my bag and hurry inside. When I get into homeroom, I take my seat as usual. The day starts and continues in the same way it usually does. We go through our first classes, have our break, and I don't talk to much of anyone. A few people say hello to me when we file back into the classroom after our afternoon session. Everyone already has their groups of friends they usually hang out with, though. It's been almost 2 years, and I still feel like a stranger. Back home, I mean, in the town we used to live in, the school was very, very small. In Amarina, the classes are big, and we change groups every year. My hometown is a tiny place in the foothills, where there are a lot of farms and vineyards. The community is small, and the school is even smaller. There were only about 20 of us in the same year in the whole school, so the same people were in my classes every term. I knew everyone there. It isn't like that here. I barely know anyone. Ugh. While we wait for this teacher, I read a magazine that I borrowed from Mama's shelf. It's about glassblowing, so there's a lot of technical terminology that I don't understand yet. Still, I like to look at the pictures. Even though I help her in the workshop sometimes, and even though I get the basic principles, the process of it is a lot to wrap your head around. I keep biting my tongue for some reason. Vessel guys, stop it. No, stretch. Mama says it's as much an art as it is a science. Well, there we go. Heat makes things move, and that's why the glasses get soft. When I was little, I used to be really scared that we had an oven next to our house so hot that it can melt glass, but I guess I'm used to it now. Before I noticed it, the teachers walked in. We pick up on the history lesson that we started yesterday, about the founding of Amarina. It's sort of interesting, but I can't really pay attention to it, nor can any of my classmates. Yeah, that's a mood. Starting this weekend, we have a 4-day break. Oh, heyo. I don't know what I'm going to do for it. I'll probably just see if Mama will let me go with her into the studio. Miss Alessa always has nice snacks to share with me, and it's fun to see all the other glassblowers working. Or maybe I'll go see if I can find out who Aqua belongs to. In a city this big, it'll be tough, but at least I can say I tried. I chew on the end of my pencil eraser as I try to pay attention to the teacher. So is everyone excited for break? No, wait.
So is everyone excited for break?
I think I'll do that voice.
So is everyone excited for break?
A few people shout yes.
I hope you can set aside a little time when you're all out there having fun.
The room goes silent. Everyone seems to hold their breath. We all know what a tone like that means.
Because I have a short assignment for you all.
All together, everyone lets out a groan. Do we have to?
Yes, you do, Umberto. But even though this is homework, I want you to all have fun with this. When you return for break, we will all be giving presentations. The theme is...
Oh, she. Fuck it, I'll just keep doing that voice. Also, I'm still wearing my hat, I just realized. Ugh, assignment. I know, right?
Amarina.
She marks it with an underline.
We've been talking a lot about the history of the city, but instead of you all listening to me lecture, I want to hear about Amarina in your words. The poet Beatrice Motseries once said, Amarina is the gull that alights on the swirling tide and shares the kiss between sun and sky.
The fuck does that mean?
It is the rose that blooms only under a dear one's touch. Amarina is as her name describes. Amarina is love. But what does that really mean? My question is, if a stranger came from a foreign land and asked you, what is the true spirit of Amarina, how would you answer them? What is the true Amarina to you? I want you to think about the city and the important places in it. Where would you say the heart of the city lies? Each of you will have a different opinion, so there are no wrong answers. I will be grading you on effort and presentation. You can give your report in any format you like. You can choose to work alone or in groups of up to 3. You'll be getting your reports when we reconvene next Thursday. Thursday? Not Tuesday? Are you sure about that? Are there any questions?
Some people raise their hands to ask about what sort of presentations they can give, or what they can write about, but I just feel sick to my stomach. I don't know what the city means to me. I don't even really know the city. The only places I know well are the road to school and the market where we buy our food, the beach by the pier, and Mama's studio on the island. None of those places feel very real. They're nothing like the sunny hills and the orchards and vineyards that I used to run around in with my friends, where we would steal peaches and grapes that fell on the ground and tasted sour when we ate them. The church bells here are loud and boomy, not like the little one at the chapel in the old town square. They sounded a little like a wind chime or an angel's halo. Amarina is a bunch of stone walls and closed doors and no roads. I don't think that's the answer that she wants to hear. The bell rings and everyone cleans up their desks and packs away their things. I put my magazine and notebooks back in my bag so I can hurry home and see Aqua. As I start to head to the door, someone stops me. Cello! Hey, it's you! I turn back around. It's Armand Bellinger. He wasn't in any of my classes last year, but I've seen him a lot. He's the oldest one in the class, so some of the other students like to call him Uncle. His hair is so light, though. He's almost more like a grandpa. I wouldn't say he's scary, but he is kind of intimidating. The way he always stares really hard at people. Bruh. I'm not sure why he's talking to me, though. What's up? Are you working by yourself for the project? I guess so. I don't know what I'm going to write about, though. Do you want to team up? I try to talk, but I don't know what to say. Armand's really never talked to me before outside of class. Besides, I don't want to make more work for him with how little I know. Me and Pippa were going to work together, but Miss Fazino said we can have 3 people in our group. Pippa? I feel sick again. He's talking about Filippa Scaletta, who everyone calls Pippa. I don't know why, but that... Philippa Scaletta. That feels like a fake name. Oh, speak of the devil. She's standing behind Armand, over at her desk, but she won't look at me. I think she hates me, actually. We've been in the same class since last year, but she never looks at me and talks to me, even when we have group discussions in class. Just like the other day she was drawing in her sketchbook, but when I tried to look at it, she hid it away. I don't know why she doesn't like me, but I don't think she would want to work with me. You don't have to invite me. I think I can do it by myself. It'll be fun, though, and it makes it easier if we have more people. I think I would just make it harder, though. I don't really know anything about the city. You don't want to work with us? I nod my head. I do. Are you sure, though? Uh-huh. I think it'll be good. Is that okay, Pippa? Pippa looks up at him. She looks surprised. I wonder if he even asks her first. She looks down, then opens her mouth. Okay. Awesome. Let's do it. Then should we get together to talk about it? I don't want to start tomorrow. Can we meet up on Sunday morning? God, my nose is stuffy. So stuffy. Okay. Why do I know so stuffy? I feel... Okay. We can meet at my house if you want to. It's close to here. That sounds good. Where is it? On Gearsol. It's the only one with the green roof. Okay. Pippa, you're being quiet. Can you meet us on Sunday morning? Yeah, I guess so. Good. So that's where we'll meet. You can come by at 10 o'clock. Okay. We'll see you then. Oh boy. They both go packing. Why can't I speak today? I want to speak. I need to speak. This is a stream. I need to... Maybe I'm just saving energy for tomorrow morning. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stay up for 2 days straight. They both go back to packing up their stuff, and I go back to leaving. I look back one time at Pippa before I go out the door, but she still doesn't want to look at me. I hope this weekend will be okay. Woo! Okay, I'm coming. Ugh, what time is it? Aqua has started waking me up early in the morning when she wants to be fed or go outside. I don't always like to wake up this early, but it was just like this with our old dog too, so it's kind of fun. I go into the kitchen and open up a bag of dog food that Mama brought for me and scoop some into a bowl. Okay, Aqua, can you wait? Woo! Woo! Aqua jumps up and tries to grab the bowl of food from my hands. No, Aqua, down. You have to wait. She whines a little bit, but then she sits down, wagging her tail furiously. The second that the bowl is on the floor, she starts scarfing it all down. You're going to get yourself a tummy ache like that, little puppy. Cello? Oh, you're down here already. Good morning. Aqua was hungry. She eats a lot for a little dog, doesn't she? You're meeting up with your school friends today, right? Ah, that's today, huh? I start to tell her sort of, because they're only my classmates, and not really my friends. That seems kind of rude to say, though, after they offered to help me. I nod instead. Yeah, they should be here in a little while. Well, you better eat something first, then. She disappears into the kitchen for a couple minutes, and then comes back out with a glass of chocolate milk and a strawberry croissant. Holy crap, that actually sounds like a really good breakfast. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Oh yeah, I should tell you guys how the biscuits turned out. Yeah, I made biscuits and gravy today, and they actually turned out really good. Although I should probably use some better sausage, because it didn't really flavor the sauce, the gravy. But I think it was really good. Your order, young lady. Can I get you anything else? I try not to laugh and give her a polite nod. Thank you, waitress, but that'll be all. As you wish, miss. She takes a seat at the table across from me with her own coffee and croissant. She flips through a magazine as she sips her coffee. I feel a little paw on my leg. Pant, pant. Aqua stares up with me with her mouth hanging open, staring very intensely at my croissant. I break a little piece off the end and offer it to her. She sniffs the piece and then chops it from my fingers. Cello, what are you giving that dog? She likes bread. Be careful with that, alright? You don't want to make her sick. Aqua pods me again and looks up with the same happy face. No more, sorry. Woo! Sorry. Mama laughs. As we finish eating, Mama goes out back to her workshop to finish the piece she's been experimenting on over the week. I sit down on the floor with some bits of dog food and try to teach Aqua how to stand up on her hind legs. After a little while, the doorbell buzzes. Aqua runs out of the room. Coming! Oh, good morning. Armand and Pippa are at the door. Pippa is carrying her sketchbook and pencil case, like she always seems to, and looking down at the ground. Morning. I guess Pippa still isn't talking to me. I try to smile anyways to make her feel comfortable, but I don't think it helps any. You guys can have a seat in here. I point them into the dining room. We all sit around the table. So, what's the plan? Miss Fazzino wasn't specific about what we had to talk about in the project, so I was thinking we could all talk about our favorite parts of the city. All the tourists always come here to see the city. If someone was visiting, I think they'd want to know where to go. Oh, that's actually a good way to look at it. I guess so. What do you think, Pippa? Her eyes go wide. I don't think she expected me to talk right to her. Armand has good ideas. She doesn't say anything else. She opens up her sketchbook and rests it between her lap and the edge of the table. She takes out a pencil and starts sketching something, but I can't see what. Oh. Okay, I see. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna cut off here. Not really feeling the best right now. And yeah, I need to save energy for tomorrow. Because I can't even sleep tomorrow. I can't even sleep tonight. No, I have to stay up I have to stay up until the end of second stage tomorrow, or the next day, day after tomorrow. Because I decided to stream those days, or maybe I could just take a nap afterwards. I don't know. We'll see what we can do about it. Alright. Well, I'm liking this game so far. It is a short game, so I could probably finish it next time. Since it presumably takes place over this 4-day weekend. Anyways, oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go take a nap. This has been your Demon King of Heretics. And I am probably not gonna leave this VOD up, I'll be honest. Because of the debacle that was the beginning of the VOD. Ah! Also, okay. Cool. Alright. Y'all have a good day, a good night, or a good afternoon wherever you are. This has been your Demon King of Heretics. Signing off. Bye, Reman. Bye, Reman. That's silly.